early for you, Susan?
No. I know. My face is just, I don't know why today my face is puffy.
Probably went to sleep late.
I did around 11. Yeah, I had a
11
hard time going to bed last night.
o'clock, so you went to sleep late.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Okay. I'm an old guy. Like I go to sleep like at 9:30. You know. I mean, you gotta go to sleep early. Kelly, good morning. Samantha, Raskov, good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Cluth, welcome. Cluthy, hey, Cluthy, welcome.
Thank you. Well,
All right, welcome. Joshua, good morning, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I like those flowers in the back. I don't know, those things are hanging or they're
I think they're like Christmas decorations that just survived somehow.
survived. Yeah, you're a busy guy, man. So you're probably just out of the time.
Priorities, you know.
Yep, exactly. I don't blame you. I'm the same way, by the way. My wife is the one who takes care of those things. And then we got Alberto. Alberto, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. Are you in a car or something?
Yeah, I'm actually driving to the office right now.
Okay, got you. All right, guys. So let's begin. Let's start. Any questions from before we start from our Monday session that we're handling the objection? What was the objection that we're handling, guys, on Monday?
I think it was I can't find anything.
I'm looking for.
Okay. All right. Okay. So any questions about that objection, guys? No. Okay. All right. Are you guys booking appointments? Are you guys booking appointments, by the way? Are you making phone calls? Are you booking appointments? Who booked appointment in the last week or so? Parker? Who else? Kelly? Who else? Anyone else?
I did too.
You did one? You get two? You booked two?
I got one appointment for tomorrow.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Is it going to be via Zoom or are you going to meet them in the office?
No, actually, I'm going to go visit them.
At their house?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Great. Excellent, man. Good work. All right. So it's working. It's working. Now we got to get like 3 or 4 or 5 of them a week, man. Because some of them are unfortunately going to either reschedule or they're going to like flake out. Okay, so don't get your hopes way too up with thinking, oh my gosh, tomorrow I'm going to meet with them at 2 o'clock. I mean, there's a chance that they may reschedule. It's very important for you to continue to follow up with them. Make sure you're kind of like in front of them. Make sure you send them a quick text. Make sure you send them an email. Make sure you even call them. What time is your appointment tomorrow, Ricardo?
At 6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, I would definitely call them. I would also text them. So this way they constantly remember the fact that they have an appointment with you at 6 o'clock. Don't do it at the last minute. Maybe do it like 4, 5, or 6 hours before your appointment.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's continue with this objection. Who wants to go first? Do we want to go with the Prescott team? Do we want to go with the Peoria team? Phoenix team? Who wants to go first?
I'll volunteer. Keep up tradition.
Oh, okay. So Parker is going to volunteer. Okay, Parker. Let's keep it short, man. No more than 5 minutes. 5, 6 minutes. All right.
Sam, do you want to be agent or buyer?
Oh, I'll be the buyer.
Okay.
Hey, okay. So we're gonna have you as an agent. 5 minutes, and then the roles will be reversed because Sam is going to be the agent.
Okay.
All right. Let's get it done.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Sam?
It is.
Hi, Sam. This is Parker Wielden with Best Homes Real Estate here in Prescott Valley. I just wanted to reach out to you. I saw you responded to a Facebook ad we'd put out. You're interested in some homes in the area. I wanted to give you a hand with that.
I did.
Yep. So we have a website, valleyhomesearch.com. We've been putting a couple of Facebook ads out for people in your area trying to move to the Prescott Valley area. Beautiful city out here, absolutely gorgeous. So we just wanted to reach out to the people who have responded to that ad.
Okay. I didn't really realize I signed up for anything.
I do that all the time. It tends to bite me every once in a while, but sometimes it works out for the better. So real quick, I just want to see, what kind of house are you interested in? What are your must-haves for this house?
You know, I've been looking and I can't really find what I've been looking for. I've been looking on like Zillow. But I want a 4-bedroom with at least 2 baths.
Okay, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, and what's your approximate budget for that?
Probably about 4 to 5.
4 to 500,000?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that price bracket, I definitely think we can find something to match up with what you're looking for. As far as not being able to find anything, I hear that a lot right now. With how our market is moving, things are flying off the shelf. My team and I actually have a listing that went on, I think it was on a Thursday, and by Saturday it was under contract. So it's not uncommon for us to see things within 48 hours. So what I'd like to do, if I can, let's take a minute and narrow down your search. I'm going to set up custom alerts for it so that as soon as something new pops on the market, you'll know about it. That way it's not, oh, you know, it popped up 3 days ago, went under contract in 2 days. I want to make sure you hear about that right away.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Perfect. And then we also have a couple of listings, what we call pocket listings or pre-market listings. They're kind of in the works, ready to go up in a couple of days, but we haven't quite put them on the multiple listing service, which is just the service that all of us realtors use to share listings with each other and display them to the public.
Oh, great.
So I'll pull those up as well, see if any of those match what you're looking for. I think we might even have one right now. We're about to put it on the market. We just haven't finalized a price yet. So once I know the final price on that, I'll be able to share it with you.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good.
So I'm just taking notes while we're going here. So 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. How many square feet did you want on that one?
I want to say about probably 16 to 24.
16 to 24. Okay. So are you bringing family with you, or what's the motivation for moving?
Me and my husband are just moving up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to love it here. I moved here actually because my wife is a local, and she did one Michigan winter, which is where I'm from, and said hard pass.
Okay.
So, but Prescott Valley area is absolutely beautiful. All right. So you should be getting notifications now about your search results. Like I said, once a new property pops up, that's going to notify you immediately. Have you started a conversation with a lender yet?
I haven't. No, not yet.
Okay. I have a couple of really great local partners. My brokerage also has a couple of partners that we work with all the time. I'd love to set up a meeting with you. Do you have time later on this week?
Yeah, I actually have a little bit of time tomorrow.
Okay. Do mornings or afternoons work better for you?
Probably afternoons.
Afternoons? All right. How about 2:30 tomorrow? And I'll bring in one of my lender partners. We'll be able to start that conversation.
Okay. All right. Sounds great.
Perfect. All right, Sam. Well, I'm going to send you a brief recap email just with all my information and with a reminder for the appointment. I'll also follow up with you tomorrow a little bit before the appointment just to make sure we're still able to rock and roll.
Sounds great.
Perfect. All right, Sam, you have a wonderful rest of your day. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Thank you. You too, Parker.
Bye.
What do you guys think?
Good job.
Very good. Good job.
That was great.
Yeah.
Set that appointment. Good job.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to add? Did he miss on anything?
I
No.
think time frame.
Yeah.
She's trying to move.
Yep. Not sure if we got the timeline right. Okay. I mean, and that's something that he can find out tomorrow during the appointment.
Yes.
He didn't ask me if it was going to be via Zoom if I lived in Arizona. So am I meeting him in person? Am I meeting him? How does?
Good point.
Yep. 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 Also, the fact that if you live in Arizona or you live maybe in a different state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, and we're just nitpicking, because a lot of that you can definitely ask during the meeting, right? Is if she owns a house right now or she's renting, because that's an opportunity right there for you. Maybe even pick up a listing if she's in state.
Yeah.
Okay. But overall, I think you were spot on. I think your questioning was on point. Your delivery was really good. I was like, man, I want to work with this guy.
Mhm.
Like, if this guy calls me up, I want to work with this guy.
High
You know?
praise.
So no, seriously. It was. You were confident. You were comfortable. Your tonality. A lot of times it's not what you say; it's how you say it. Everything was just really delivered the right way.
He was
Uh,
genuine.
The genuine, exactly. Yeah, and there are a few things that, like a time frame, this and that. You can always follow up with those. No big deal. So we know, guys. You're not going to be able to ask all of the questions, or you're not going to be able to get all of the answers during one phone call, right? It's not the end of the world, as long as you kind of, make that connection with them and develop some sort of a rapport with them. That's all that matters. Okay. All right. Let's reverse roles. Let's Samantha now see if she can do even a better job. Let's get it done.
Got a little bit more coffee.
Is it coffee or something stronger than that?
Whiskey.
All right. It's my girl. Let's go.
All right. Ring, ring.
This is Parker.
Hi, Parker. My name is Samantha, and I work with Search Valley Homes, or I'm sorry, I work with Best Homes Real Estate. I saw that you were looking at some homes in the Prescott area. You joined our website, Search Valley Homes, through Facebook. And I just kind of wanted to touch base with you and ask you if you had any questions.
Not really. My wife and I are looking a little bit here and there, but it doesn't really seem like we can find anything that lines up with what we're really looking for.
Okay. So I would love to help you guys out with that. Are you currently in Arizona? Are you in Prescott?
We'll be moving from Denver.
Denver? Okay, perfect. And then what would be your time frame as to when you would want to move to Prescott?
We're pretty flexible. Right now, everything's virtual. So we could pull the trigger in a month. We could pull the trigger in 6 months.
Okay, great. And what were you looking on? Were you looking through Zillow? What are you working with an agent right now? What are you looking on currently to find?
We're not working with an agent. I feel like I've probably signed up for every website there is.
Okay.
Just Google searches lead me to places and somehow I register for them.
Okay. All right, perfect. So actually what I can do for you is I can conduct a search through MLS, which is a multiple listing service. Only licensed agents from Arizona do have access to that. As soon as something does come on the market, I can send it right over to you. I just need to tailor a search to what you and your wife are looking for. Yeah, so I would love to do that for you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you guys looking for?
Minimum 3-bedroom, 2-bath, preferably around the 2,000 square foot mark. We're able to go a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Higher is better. It just means more house to clean. And then price wise, I'd say probably $450 to $550.
Okay. And have you ever been to the Prescott area before?
My wife was actually born in Dewey, so she's very familiar with it and she's tired of the cold.
Great, great, great. So what I can do, there are a couple different areas. Are you looking for something with more land? Are you looking for a community, HOAs? What are you looking for as far as that goes?
Amenities would be great because then our kids can, go to the pool or something during summer break. But I would like a little land. I don't want to be able to pass a cup of sugar through the window to my neighbor.
Okay. All right, perfect. So I can definitely do that for you. There are a couple that come to mind in the Prescott Valley area. So when I do conduct my search, I'll make sure that I have all of those specifications for you guys. As well as the MLS, I do have access to coming soon properties. So that's one thing I can also send over to you. And I do have relationships with other real estate agents in the area. So if something is coming up, we can touch base on those. So
Okay.
I can send that information to you as well.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right, perfect. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I think that just about answers everything.
All right, perfect. So I am going to send you a follow-up email. If you have any questions, you can call me. My telephone number is going to be on the bottom of that email as well as my email address. Okay.
All right, perfect.
All right, Parker, you have a great day and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, good job, guys. What do you guys think?
Good.
You did a good job.
All right. Let's expand on that. Sam, any reason why you did not maybe schedule an actual like buyer consultation?
I missed that. As soon as I hung up, I didn't even, the lender, I didn't mention the lender. I missed
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lender is a good pivot, right? Asking about their financing situation, right?
Uh-huh.
And then pivoting that into actually setting up an appointment.
Yeah.
And again, because they're out of state, most likely it's going to have to be a Zoom, right? So always be closing, ABC, always be closing, especially when you have these type of conversations where Parker was just generous with his time and sharing his plans, right?
Yeah.
The fact that his wife used to live in, where Parker, what part of Prescott?
Dewey.
Dewey, yeah, Dewey. Yeah, so I mean, you know, all of those things are major, right? But our job is to continue to provide value and bring that value to the relationship, which means that the next step is obviously finding out if they're communicating with the loan officer, and if not, introducing to one, set up a meeting via Zoom, and then also offer maybe doing some virtual showings.
Okay.
You know, it's like, hey, you know what? I think I got a property in mind. Let me send it over to you. Take a look at it, you and your wife, and you feel like if this is something that you want to pursue a little bit further, I'll be more than happy to go out there and show it to you via FaceTime.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
Provide value, add value to the conversation. But overall, it was great. I mean, you're definitely much more comfortable than from 2 weeks ago. Definitely more comfortable.
Definitely.
You know, so keep up the good work. All right, let's continue again. Don't forget, guys, the objection is, hey, I just cannot find anything that I like. Okay, there's nothing out there. All right, so who wants to go next? If you guys are not gonna raise your hand, I'm gonna pick you.
Adrian, you want to go?
You want to go?
Yeah,
Who wants to go? Adrian or Josh?
Josh wants to go. I'll be by.
Okay, Josh. All right, Josh, you got like literally 3-4 minutes. Let's get it done, bud.
Cool. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Adrian?
Yeah, it is. Who's this?
Adrian, my name is Joshua Mivas. I'm a real estate agent with Best Homes Real Estate. How you doing today, man?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, don't want to take too much of your time. Just want to give you a call. I noticed that you logged on and joined us on valleyhomesearch.com. I was just wondering if there's anything in the world I can do for you today.
Oh. Well, I have been looking for houses online, and that's really, I'm slowly looking.
Yeah, it's a wild market out there. It's kind of like a wilderness, huh?
Yeah, it's a jungle out there.
It is. How long have you been looking?
4 months.
Wow. All right. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to pull the trigger on something quick? That's kind of how it is out there.
Oh, yeah, I'm able to do that. I just can't find anything worth pulling that trigger on.
Oh man, I can totally understand that. The problem with looking on your own is that you don't have the insider edge, and working with an agent can give you that insider edge. So if you're ready to go, if you've got some financing in line and you need something in the short term, working with an agent like me is gonna set you apart. So look, it sounds like you're financially ready to go. Are you in state or out of state?
I'm in state.
You in state? Is there any chance we could meet?
No, I don't know. I've had 20 realtors call me and tell me they're the greatest in the world. So I'm just like trying to almost protect myself at this point and just keep looking.
You know, a lot of these guys out here, they want to promise you the world and not deliver. And I'm so sorry that you had to go through that, man. That's a real frustration. I'll tell you what, I understand that your time is precious, mine is too. Why don't we do a Zoom call? That way we don't have to take too much of our lives away for this process. Is next Tuesday all right with you? Do a little Zoom call. We'll talk about your details.
I'm not ready to go there yet.
Okay.
What I am willing to do is if you can send me some houses to look at, and I'll see if it's anything different or better than what I'm coming up with on my own.
Okay. What's your search parameter? Give me like the rough requirements for your new home.
I'm looking in the Peoria, Glendale area.
Okay.
And
You're looking for like a 3-2?
I need a 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay.
2,000 square feet, give or take.
Okay. You looking for single level?
No, I want a 2-story.
You want 2-story?
Mhm.
Okay. You ever do a search online? You'll notice that the more details you have, the less and less probable it is to find exactly what you need. So that's the same way when you're searching off-market listings, like we're going to be searching. So anytime that you can't find something on a general search, an agent's going to have similar trouble finding it off-market. But we're going to search unlisted properties that are held by other agents, which is great. We can do that. We can do all sorts of other tricky shit. So what we're going to do is keep it loose. Okay. I know you want a 2-story. I know you want this and that, but we're going to have to keep it loose. Now, if you want to get something quick, I want to make sure that when we meet, we're ready to go and see something. So I will get on your search and provide you with the search that you need. All right, I'm going to hang up because this is so yeah, bail on that one.
I love you. I want to work with you.
All right. So what's going on, Josh? What went wrong there?
I don't know, maybe too much coffee.
All right, what do you guys think?
I think Adrian was not cooperating a lot. So
It's
No,
hard to find clients like that because I do have one that keeps texting me, but he wants a foreclosure home. And I've been sending him, and he's a contractor. So I've been sending him opportunities for him to work on a house. And he was a big man and he won a house for 200. So not realistic at all. But then, when you find all these different objections, it's hard to come up with, to follow up the conversation because they keep saying the same and saying and saying.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you're going to have those type of individuals, right? And they've been looking for quite some time. And let's say they looked at the properties last year, and those properties were about 10, 15, 20% less in price than they earn right now. So they're getting disappointed, they're getting discouraged. And plus, on top of it, they just don't see anything, right? They're looking at 85305 or 85306, and there's only 5 properties active, and half of them are like piece of shit. They're crap, So I get that. This guy has been looking for 4 months. Most likely he's been working with at least 2 or 3, 4, 5 agents, right? So we have to show empathy to this guy. We have to show that we understand his problem, his issues, his worries, right? So empathy is very, very important in this situation. Also, finding a commonality with this guy, right? Hey, you know what? I completely understand where you're going through. I helped a client 2 months ago, same situation. He was looking for 6 months. He was looking for 8 months. Guess what? At the end of the day, we're able to find him a really nice property that checked all of his boxes, and he was able to move in 2 months ago, and he's super happy. Let me help you. Let me help you. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for. Tell me a little bit more about what your monthly budget looks like. I mean, did we find out what he really wants to spend on a monthly basis? Probably not, right? I mean, Adrian, did you mention how much you're looking to spend on a house?
No, we didn't get to that point.
Josh, did you find out how much he's looking to pay for the house?
Since I asked him if he was ready to go,
But why are you
I
asking
assume that.
if he's ready to go? Like, that's not really the question that you want to really ask him. Because ready to go for some people is like, yeah, that means I have to buy today or tomorrow. And for other people, ready to go is more like 3, 4, 5 months away. Right? Because when you're saying, and I believe one of the phrases you use, if you basically ready to go, I'm the right guy for you to help you. And I'm paraphrasing you, but essentially that's how you kind of presented yourself. So if you're not ready to go, I'm not the right agent.
Well, I more or less prefaced it. I was working with his urgency. So he's like exasperated because he had been looking and looking for 4 months and he's gone through agents. So I wanted to cut to the chase. I was just trying to provide him what he's looking for immediately. That's more what I was doing.
But did you provide him with something immediately though?
No.
No, you didn't bring any value. And then you went right for the juggernaut, right for his throat. You said, hey, let's get together. Let's do a Zoom call tomorrow. Like without providing any value, without developing any type of rapport, you're asking for an appointment.
Just wanted to get him something as soon as possible.
I know, but if you're not really presenting him anything right now during the phone call, I mean, it's hard for you to actually get him to commit. You see? So that's why it's so important for us to be genuine, for us to be like again, empathy is number one. Commonality is number two. Find something in common. Value, bring your value, dude. I mean, listen, say, hey, you know what? I can find you homes that outside of MLS. Can we find homes outside of MLS, active MLS listings? Give me some of the sources where you can actually find a home outside of MLS. Active MLS listings.
Other agents?
When you say other agents, what do you mean, other agents?
Other agents that have pocket listings, of course.
Okay, all right. So agents with pocket listings, all right. Yes, one. Okay, give me another one.
Expired listings.
Okay, those are old listings. They're expired from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Absolutely, yes. Give me another one.
You can tailor the expiration dates. Also FSBOs, we can door knock. We can do all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Right, door knocking for sale by owners. Give me another one.
Off-market cash deals.
Off-market cash deal, wholesale deals, right?
Yeah, wholesale.
Okay, wholesale deals. What else?
Yeah.
New construction.
New construction, right? You got those. What else? What else we got going on there? How else we can find a listing? How about going back to our past clients? If you guys got a good client database, right? You probably know you might have 1 or 2 or possibly 3 clients in that you worked with before that have a similar house that they live in right now. Maybe calling them and saying, hey, I got a ready to buy buyer. We can get your top dollar for your house. Is that something you're interested in? How about sending letters to a specific neighborhood, right? And saying, look, I got a ready, willing, able buyer, gonna write you a top dollar for your house. We'll work around your schedule. Just give me an opportunity, give me a chance. Send a letter. So as you can see, there are many ways we can find a house outside of active MLS listings, but we got to present that value to them. We got to have that conversation with them. And the way I do it is I usually share a story or two. I find a commonality and I share a story or two, how I helped my client that has similar concerns, similar challenges, and we found him a house.
Hey, Alan, question for you.
Yeah.
If you don't have one of those stories, is it okay to like make something up? Or
Yeah, so that's a great question. So the way you want to do it, I wouldn't say make it up. I would use the word we instead of I.
we? Okay.
I'm talking about
Our
seeing
team.
as a brokerage, right? So you use the word we, and that's how I started in this business. When I would go out there, for example, and talk to for sale by owners or talk to expired or cancel listing homeowners, right? I used to use the word we as a brokerage. We as a brokerage helped 800 people. We as a brokerage sold $1 billion in sales, right? So use the word we versus I. Okay, but have a story for each objection. It's going to make a lot of difference for you guys, a huge difference for you, because that's what really will resonate and relate with the buyers or even sellers are stories. Okay. Okay. And Josh, I'm not picking on you, buddy. You know, and I heard you're really good on the phones, but what you got to do is you really got to understand what they're going through. Like you said yourself, it's a jungle out there. It's a wild, wild, wild forest, west, whatever, right? So they're having a hard time finding something. Provide them a solution. Empathize, find a commonality, bring them a solution. You do those three things, they will book a Zoom call with you. They will meet with you. Why? Because you showed you're being real, you're being helpful, you're being genuine.
Cool. Thank you.
My 2 cents are that Josh, when we went into the jungle, he was trying to empathize there with me. So I think you started going there. And then the other thing was I tried to give you an opening there where I said I would let you send me houses, you know, and that was a win. But you kept going and you wanted the appointment.
Yeah. And I get where Josh is coming from. I mean, he wants to close, right? You know, but before you ask for an appointment, all right, you got to present them something of a value, some sort of a carrot. The reason for them to say yes to the appointment, where it's a lender consultation, whether it's you maybe showing them some of the properties that are off the market. Whatever that is, you got to present that first before you ask. You got to give first before you ask. And you do that, most of the time you'll be successful. Now, are there going to be some times where they're going to say, you know what, I don't want to meet with you? That's fine, man. That's your decision. But you can always follow up with them. And the whole notion that they're talking to a bunch of agents, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But here's the reality of the matter, okay? And you guys would, I'm sure, agree with me. Not every agent is going to be diligent when it comes to follow-up or follow-through. You're going to have some agents that call once, they're going to call twice, whatever it is, and that's it. If you stay diligent, if you stay consistent, and you follow up, okay, in 2 months, 3 months, guess what? He's going to work with you. He will work with you. The fortune is in follow-up, period. You make money in follow-up. So those calls that you guys are making, some of you have access to Allen Pond. I see it all the time, by the way. I see it all the time where you go in, you have a conversation, you put notes in, and no scheduled reminder. Not even scheduled reminder. If I would have that conversation, I would move that lead to your personal account. You guys don't even do that. You put the notes in, no reminder scheduled. How can you follow up with somebody who said, you know what, call me 2 months from now or 3 months from now, and there are no reminder scheduled? And I'm being honest. I'm giving you the truth, guys. Not every single lead that you're going to talk to will say, yeah, let's meet today. Let's meet tomorrow. Let's meet next week. Absolutely not. Most of them will require a lot of nurturing on your end. a lot of nurturing on your end. But that's why you have the tools, you have the systems, you have the training in place to get you really becoming a freaking pro. You spoke to someone, you had a conversation with them, move them to your database, schedule a reminder, and then follow that reminder. You do that, your business is going to grow. You do that, you will close 1, 2, 3 transactions every single month like clockwork. If you don't, you're being haphazard, you're being lazy, you're going all over the place. Guess what's going to happen? Your business is going to be all over the place. Period. Get in the habit of notating your conversations. Get in a habit of scheduling reminders. Get in a habit of following through with your promises. If you said, I'm going to call you in 2 months, call in 2 months. And I didn't really want to go into the follow-up segment, and that's something that we're going to do it next week. All right. But follow-up is where the fortune is made. Follow-up is where you're going to make your bones. This is where you're going to make your money. Trust me on that. I only like freaking sold, I don't know, 350 homes. Most of my business came and still comes from follow-up. Be diligent, schedule reminders, follow through with your promises. You do that, your business is going to grow. You don't do it, you're going to be constantly frustrated.
So that's one of the answers of when someone says, what makes you better than all the other ones?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm saying that that is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The fact that you say, you know what? You are my client. I will follow up with you. I will follow through with you. I'll make sure at the end of the day, I will find you a perfect home. That's my job. Yes, there are a lot of other agents out there. There are over 40,000 agents out there, but I'm going to be different. Why? Because my goal is to find you that you like, and we're going to get it done together, period. I will work for you tirelessly. I will hustle for you. I will find you a house outside of active MLS listings, and we can get it done. Just give me an opportunity. Give me a chance. Let me show you what I can do for you. And sometimes we have to be dispassionate. We have to plead for the business to earn their business. We got to exude that passion. We got to exude that confidence. Stop being transactional. Stop being, okay, well, you know what? That's another one that said no, or maybe, or they're 2 months away, 3 months away. No, every single lead can be like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $100,000 commission check for you guys. I treat every client like that client's going to bring me $100,000. Why? Because in the life cycle of each business, and I'm assuming most of you want to be in business for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, that client's going to probably refer you or bring you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deals. So one buyer that you closed on can refer more buyers to you guys, more sellers to you guys. Treat them that way. All right, guys. Alberto, do you want to add anything before we go?
No, definitely. I mean, I think they did a great job with the role playing. Definitely want to say thank you to you guys who participated and for your feedback. But no, definitely, I think Alan nailed it on the head perfectly. I mean, you guys saw, for those of you who were on the live call on last Friday. I mean, follow up is a huge part of this. You know, the first call is important. It's probably one of the most important steps, is just to make that call, get them on the phone. But just as important is definitely going to be the follow-up, because if you can build that rapport, like Alan said, you can get all that info, you can do that buyer's consultation, but then you don't follow up in the next 3-4 months that they need. someone could just swoop on in and pretty much just pick up where you left off. And,
Yeah,
and that feeling sucks.
Sucks, absolutely. It trust me, I'm speaking from the experience because there are many times I probably left $200,000 on the table in the last 7 years because of my lack of follow-up. Because I was too busy, I was disorganized, okay? Trust me, I'm speaking from the experience. But you have the tools, you have the knowledge, you got everything in place to schedule those reminders and go through those reminders. Alberto is closing 3 transactions this month. 3 transactions this month. I guarantee you most of them were from follow-ups, bunch of follow-ups. He's got 2 or 3 deals next month. I guarantee you most of them were through follow-ups. Months and months and months of follow-ups. It's all about follow-up. So let's get it going, guys. You have this great opportunity. Some of you have access to a lot of leads. Some of you still have leads, you know, and I'm talking about 100, 150 leads in your database. Go after it. Be diligent. Work them. Provide value. Dedicate 2-3 hours in a day. Text, phone calls, videos. Get them engaged. Bring in value. All right, guys, anything else before we go? Are you guys all excited? I apologize for being a little bit more, too much. I mean, it's just, I passionately, deeply care about you guys. And I really want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. And I believe in what we're doing. That's how I was able to build my business. And I'm sharing this with you guys. That's how Alberto is growing his business. And he's sharing it with you guys. We're talking from the experience. You guys have to believe it. Your beliefs, and I posted this morning the quote, your beliefs affect your behavior. Your beliefs affect your behavior. If you believe in it, your behavior, it's gonna be great. If you don't believe in it, man, it's gonna be tough. People talk about it all the time. Man, I'm just tired of starting over again. Well, stop quitting. If you're tired of starting over again and again, stop quitting. Don't quit. Go after it. You have an unbelievable opportunity. Marta, Susan, Alberto, Ricardo, you guys are getting leads right now from Spanish-speaking buyers. That's huge. The conversion rates are through the roof. Go after them. Anyway, guys, I'm doing at 10 o'clock. I know we have a lender call from 9:45. It's supposed to be from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So I ate about 15 minutes of their time. I apologize to them. I'll buy them lunch or something. But at 10 o'clock, I got a listing workshop that I'm doing, guys. So for all of you that want to pick up more listings in your business, please attend that one. Okay, I'm going to keep it pretty short, hopefully to about an hour or so. Okay, but we're really going to talk about the listings, what works right now, what doesn't work right now, the approach that you got to take when you're going in a listing appointment, the presentation piece of it, all of it. I'm going to try to do it in an hour and 20 minutes. It's at 10 o'clock. Hopefully you can attend it. All right, guys?
Sounds good.
Go after them. Come on, let's get it done. I want to see appointments. I want to see escrows. Come on, guys.
We're good.
Bye.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.